I have found 3 picks with some insane value on Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks. Today, it is Saturday, November 22nd. As always, I hop on these apps and I give you my favorite picks. And the one thing, guys, I do promise is I always find value on these apps. I'll show you which picks on PrizePicks are lower, which picks on Underdog Fantasy are lower. I show you where you can find these line discrepancies and I make you guys super profitable. The VIP has been absolutely crushing an insane run on there. We'll go over a little bit how to guys go join the VIP. Before I go over pick number one, firstly, guys, go down there, hit a like. If this video hits 30 likes, super easy to do. Just go down there, hit one click. I'll pin an extra bet and then subscribe because we make our best bets like this every single day. You don't want to be missing out on these picks. If I'm going to tell you to do one thing before getting into this video, it's going to be the download Sleeper. They will give you $20, no deposit required. The craziest deposit match on any sportsbook, on any daily fantasy app right now. Literally use none of your own money. No other app, no other sportsbook will do this. You have to use code BROS to get it. It'll be either first link in the description or just on the app store. It's basically like someone's handing out a $20 bill, guys. Just take that, put it in your pocket, make some extra money with it, playing with some profitable picks. Sleeper available in all these provinces on Canada and all these states in the United States. Download the app, use code BROS. You literally don't have to use any of your own money. Going over here, I'll show you what I mean by finding value. Go over here and firstly, go on Underdog Fantasy and scroll down and find Mr. Not Cade Cunningham. What am I saying? Go over here and find Mr. Jalen Duren. As you see, Jalen Duren, if you look at his points line, they just changed it up to 18.5, guys. Right before I was recording this, they had it at 17.5, which is really frustrating because they just moved it up to 18.5 and we were getting value on this line. But now it's not going to be exactly like that. If I scroll down here to Jalen Duren, they both have it at 18.5. But one thing I do want to look at, honestly, though, is look at this, guys. 1.5 assists. Jalen Duren is expected to get at least 2+ assists, like it's heavily juiced, and you can take points plus assists. I'm completely fine with this actually, because look at this, guys, 19.5 points plus assists. Do you understand how this line makes no sense? Like Duren has hit, what is this? Look at his assist line just in general his last couple games. 3, 3, 3, 1. He's hit 3+ assists in 3 straight. He only needs 1 assist for this to have more value, and his assist line is heavily juiced for him to get at least 2. Makes no sense. There's a reason Underdog is running this. I'm fine with it, changing it. So I'll take Jalen Duren over 19.5 points plus assists. So Duren has actually hit this in 5 straight games. The reason why his line is a little bit lower just in general is because coming off the injury, he is playing a bit less minutes, 28 and 28. We can go over here and look at Jalen Duren versus the Bucks. Bucks used to be an elite defense. Used to be a very tough matchup last year. The best team in the NBA at guarding centers. You see that. This game doesn't really count. But 11-5, so that's 16, 13, 15, 13. He's been under in a ton of games, but he actually did hit this in his first 2 games of his career. So there's at least that. And the reason, like, Duren is not a guy you really going to look at his career just because he is really breaking out this season. If we go just his game log in general, you will see his point average on the season, 20.6, assists basically 2. That's 22 points plus assists. In this matchup, he only needs 20, which is crazy. Like, this line, I'm telling you, makes no sense. Go over to NBA defense against position and search right here, and you see what was I going to say? Milwaukee used to be very, very elite against the center, and they still are very good. But again, Duren, when you're hitting in 5 straight games, and it is kind of your breakout season, I am fine going here and still taking that over because Underdog is not going to be offering this. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is Jalen Duren's minutes. He has been playing 30+ minutes in basically every single game this season, except for games where he gets in major foul trouble. Coming off the injury, 29 and 29 minutes. I do expect that to keep going up every single game he gets healthy. I see 30+ minutes in this game log. Underdog is not giving you 19.5 points plus assists because it should honestly be at 20.5. Crazy value. I'm taking that as my first pick on Underdog. My pick number 2 also is better on one of these apps, and I'll go over that. But before I do, firstly, guys, go down there, sign up for PrizePicks and Underdog with code BROS, BROS, because they'll also give you free money, and they also have free picks for you guys. The PrizePicks deposit match. Put any amount of money in there, deposit with code BROS, and once you play your first $5 entry, they'll add $50 into your account. So say you're not on PrizePicks, use code BROS, put in $30 or something like that, and then once you play your first 5, now you have $80 into your account. Underdog will do this exact same thing, but instead of giving you $50, they'll give you $100. So say you're new to Underdog, get on Underdog, use code BROS, put in $30, play your first 5, now you have $130 into your account. Also, they have these free picks. wherever you're on, if you're on a sports book, if you're on PrizePicks, if you're on Underdog, you know they constantly randomly have these free picks. And there's a direct correlation. You're going to be more profitable the more apps you're on because it's the more free picks you can take advantage of. Imagine, guys, you get on Sleeper, you get on PrizePicks, you get on Underdog all right today with code BROS, and all these apps run a free pick on the same day. You're literally going to be making triple as much free money. It's a no-brainer. Get on all these free picks are just ways you guys can build up your bankroll and just be way more profitable betting in the NBA. Big number 2, another pick I'm telling you has value. Go over here and go to I can't even pronounce the dude's name. Kon Knueppel. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. 26 PRA, 17 points. Go over to Underdog Fantasy and look at Knueppel. You will see these lines are not the same. 17.5 points, 25.5 PRA. So yeah, as you can see, his PRA line is lower on Underdog, but his points line is higher, which makes absolutely no sense. A lot of people are on these overs just because Knueppel has been very good recently. He's hit it in 3 of his last 4 games, and his points line, he's hit it in 3 of his last 4 as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the under 17.5 points. It's better on Underdog because if you take just at 17, if he lands on 17, you're going to push. Run Underdog, if he lands on 17, you're going to be hitting that. So why do I like it? I like it because if you go over to this Clippers-Charlotte game, LaMelo's healthy. Brandon Miller is back. That's the big thing. Brandon Miller is a new guy just hopping in here, 15.5 points line. He is going to be scoring a good amount. Miles Bridges is back. Collins, obviously, there. Trey Madden's a player that can score. There's just a lot of players healthy now for Charlotte. Knueppel's a great rookie, but we kind of saw this with VJ Edgecombe. You are going to get players scoring very hot at the start, but their field goal attempts are going to go down. I'm going to compare Kon Knueppel when he had Brandon Miller in their lineup and when he didn't. So when Brandon Miller played, the only 2 games were 10-22 and 10-25 just because Knueppel didn't play. This is preseason. So 10-22, 10-25, the 2 games when you had Brandon Miller. And in these games, obviously, it was Knueppel's first 2 games. So we have to take it with a grain of salt, but there's going to be much less shot attempts because look at these shot attempts for Miller. In 9 minutes, 6 shot attempts, 19 shot attempts, lots of shot attempts. Knueppel was only shooting 4 and 11 times. Recently, he's skyrocketing up to games with 20 shot attempts. With Brandon Miller back, with all these guys healthy, I really just don't see this being a good bet. And when we go over to NBA defense against position and go to small forwards, Clippers actually give up the 3rd least amount of points. It makes sense. It makes no sense why the PRA lines are higher on PrizePicks, but the points lines higher on Underdog. It's really confusing, but it makes the most sense to just go over to Underdog, take that under 17.5 points as my second official best bet with Brandon Miller healthy. I got one more pick for you guys, but remember, at the start of the video, I talked about the VIP. We go on insane runs in the VIP. Yesterday, the results aren't fully in, but at least the free pick absolutely smashed for Benedict Mathurin over 20.5 points. He landed right on 21, and some sports books give you some plus money on that pick. We have been going insane, 7-0 on the 2 days ago and 3 days ago. We've been insane on the VIP. So what we give you for free, we'll give you one of those 4 best bets every single day. It's a no-brainer. Every single person watching this at least should be joining the free VIP. But guys, go get the week, go get the month. This will pay for itself in 1 or 2 days when we have a 3-0 or a 4-0 sweep. We send out 4 picks every single day. The only reason sometimes it's 3-0 is because one guy doesn't end up playing. But these picks hit at around a 70% rate. Super profitable. It's just a group of guys all cashing out together. I try to make these prices low just so as many people can afford it as possible. Everyone can join the group. Everyone can join the boys. All of us can just keep cashing out together on the Winible. Second link in the description for those VIP picks. Going over here as my last bet of the day. We're going to scroll down here and we're going to see this matchup when we got Memphis versus Dallas. Go over and see Zach Edey. You have his points, you have his PRA, you have all of these lines. Go over to PrizePicks. If you go over to Zach Edey, you will see you can play his rebounds plus assist lines at 17.5. You can play his PRA line at 18.5. Zach Edey in general is just a guy that doesn't really get a lot of assists. Like, I'm kind of not leaning toward taking the assist. What I'm kind of leaning toward is taking over this 17.5 points plus rebounds. I wonder if this was just at 16.5 and they just raised it. I don't really know. I think they might have just changed this line, but I'm still fine taking that over 17.5 points and rebounds just because Edey doesn't get a lot of assists. I really don't want to worry about it. Underdog right now is not even offering this. And that over 1.5 assists is juice to the over, so they don't expect him to get more than 1 assist. it's a higher likelihood he probably goes out there and gets 0. Look at Zach Edey. He's been back 3 games this season, hit this over every single time. And the main reason I like it is because the matchup is absolutely beautiful. So 3 straight games, 24 plus minutes in every single game. Plays Dallas, maybe the worst, like one of the worst performing teams in the NBA right now. You have Memphis, who's not great. So 2 bad teams normally means hopefully it doesn't blow out. It's not like one of these teams is way better than the other. I don't see a blowout occurring. Then going over to NBA defense against position. Against centers, you got points. Dallas, 3rd most in the NBA. Rebounds, Dallas, top 10 in the NBA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th most in the NBA. Go over here and we'll see Zach Edey versus Dallas, what he's just done. I wouldn't be that surprised if he was under, just because. So 20, which is a cash. 19, which is a cash. 20, which is a cash. Oh, it's not even versus the Dallas, man. What's even happening here? The only game we have here against Dallas was here 26, which he absolutely cashed out. He's hitting this in basically every single game. He has a great matchup. Dallas is not at all good against centers. Love this as my 3rd official best bet. Duren, better on PrizePicks. Zach Edey, better on PrizePicks. Kon Knueppel is a much better pick on Underdog Fantasy. Sign up for all those. Go join the VIP, second link in description. But if you guys are going to do one thing, it's going to be download Sleeper. They have the best deposit match. Use none of your own money. Use their money. $20 absolutely free to play with. Someone's holding out a $20 bill. Take that, run with it, make some profit with code BROS. Thank you guys for watching. Go down there and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.